Thursday afternoon, about 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, and we just arrived in Tokyo on the Access Narita line bus. Now we're trying to find the subway.
Okay, so we're in Tokyo. All of the train stations are numbered. That's how you know where you're going. We're going to Hanzomon, which is C5.
Okay, the Hotel Hanzomon, that's our hotel. Today's Friday, July 28th. And we're heading down to Ginza. This is the Hanzomon station, across the street from the hotel.
Okay, buying tickets at the metro subway in Tokyo.
You see these vending machines all over the place for drinks. So it's a Friday afternoon around noon and we're in the Ginza section of Tokyo. Alright, we found Sushi Zenmai, recommended place. It's very hard to find things in Japan because they don't have, a lot of the streets are not named. So today's our first full day in Tokyo when we went for lunch to this sushi place. These are the, it comes with a lunch special, some kind of soup and salad. And Anne ordered sake.
So what are you eating right now?
Okay, so with the lunch special, we got this special soup. It's custard egg, salmon roe, shiitake mushroom, and scallion. What else? It has a custardy taste. It's good. Okay, a nice sushi set for lunch. That's what's left. So Anne is craving sushi, and another one. They're pretty reasonably priced compared to US. It's a salmon roll. Alright, we had our sushi lunch. 60 yen, including everything. Probably would have been about 80 bucks in America. Now I'm just walking around. I want to try to find the bus stop for the bus to the plane. Koban police. Okay, I think they're waiting to play lotto. So Anne sniffed it out. So they're giving out free Gary. I was just reading about this yesterday. Down in the train station, Ginza line. The stations are very big. The old-fashioned way. Guess that's how they stay so thin. Okay, this arcade was mentioned, Nekamasi Arcade. Okay, the Nekamasi Shopping Arcade in Tokyo, near the Akasuka Station. All right, having fun at the Nemakasi arcade near Asakusa. All right, so shopping for fans and masks, Japanese candy. Okay, that's a historical gate that was rebuilt at some point. I think the old one fell down in an earthquake. Alright, one of the top 10 sites of Tokyo, the Sensoji Temple. Okay, so this temple is the oldest temple in Tokyo, 1,000 years old. And there's a pagoda. It's a 19th century reconstruction of a 17th century pagoda, the second highest in Japan. Buddhist custom. Big Buddha next to the Sensoji Temple. Okay, that's got to be about 15 pounds. That's a keeper. So here's another arcade behind the Sensoji Temple area. Not as popular as the one in front of the temple. Alright, so a regular recommendation here for good tempura. We'll try it. Daiko Kuya. Alright, so if you sit up here, you have to take your shoes off. Alright, this is Daiko Kuya tempura restaurant in Asakusa, Tokyo. And if you sit up here on the tatami mats, you have to take off your shoes. Alright, so in Japan, restaurants usually specialize in one thing, and here they specialize in tempura. Shrimp tempura. Alright, so this is it's 5:38, July 28th, Friday, 2017 in Tokyo. We just ate at the tempura restaurant. Now we took a walk over to the Sumida River. That's the Asahi Beer Company. I'm not sure what the thing on top is supposed to be. And you can see some more modern buildings and the Tokyo Skytree. It might be the tallest freestanding building in the world.
New York.
Alright, so we're on the Azuma Bridge over the Sumida River in Tokyo at sunset, looking at the Asahi beer factory or beer headquarters. Alright, here's the Skytree. My battery's almost dead. A massive. Okay, so we came up to the Tokyo Skytree. Okay, the views up here pretty spectacular. The lights of Tokyo. 350 meters up in the air. Tokyo Skytree. It's Saturday, July 29th, and we're headed to the Imperial Palace of Tokyo. So the gate is original from 1457, and the moat is original. This was the palace of the Shogunate Emperor. I think the Emperor today still stays here or uses it, the grounds, the palace that's inside, but which is off limits. So the gates are at a right angle, that this way if there were intruders they would get trapped in between, and the front gate is not original, that was rebuilt. This inside gate is original. And this aquatic animal is from the 1657. It was on top of the original gate in front. The front gate was destroyed by a World War II raid. Be careful of heat stroke. This part is the Imperial Gardens. Alright, so these huge stones are remnants from the old wall. Okay, that's the beautiful Nijubashi Bridge, originally from 1888. This is a reconstruction, but still beautiful. Inside the Imperial Palace grounds. Okay, so we're having lunch at this little hole in the wall by the Yorakucho train station. Has a character having the fish special. That's where we just ate. Okay, so it's Saturday afternoon and we're in Ueno Park, the National Museum. A lot of the museums are also in this park, including the one we're going to, the National Museum. Ueno Park. Okay, so there's the Tokyo National Museum. We're heading there now, and this is Ueno Park. Okay, so we're inside the Tokyo National Museum. This is from the year 1147. All right, that's a sword from 1349, the Edo period. Edo is old Tokyo. Wooden masks from the 14th century. This is behind the Tokyo National Museum. Garments from the 19th century, Okinawa. That's a sake bottle from the 17th century. 17th century ceramics. Some 19th century ceramics. An incense burner from 1612. A 19th century raccoon. That's Juro, the god of longevity, from around 1783, the mid-19th century. Mid-19th century incense container in the shape of Ofuko, auspicious figure. Swords from the 14th century, Edo. Japanese tea kettle from the 15th century. Miscellaneous bronze artifacts. Okay, so this floor has all the highlights of Japanese art, starting with this jar from 2000 to 1000 BC. A mirror from the 4th century. 5th century terracotta tomb object. 5th to 6th century. Looks like a armor, iron armor. Standing Buddha from 7th century, 7th to 8th century. Eighth century artifacts. Coins from the 8th century. A seated priest from 1286. Some 14th century silk painting. Zhaogangan, the Japanese religion focusing on mountain asceticism. It's from the year 1000. 3 sages tasting vinegar from 16th century. That represents the 3 religions, Confucianism, Taoism, and Buddhism. They all have sour tasting in common. Armor from the 17th century. 14th century swords with a black lacquer scabbard. A knife from the 15th century. The mounting is from the 13th century. 16th century armor helmets. 17th century. That helmet's from the 13th century. Some 18th century prints. Woodcut prints from the 19th century. So we're riding in a taxi to the Tokyo Dome. The seats are covered with lace. We're walking now in the Omotesando area. It's Sunday. We just started out. It's about 11:30 or so. So that's the Prada building. There's a lot of contemporary architecture along this boulevard. And there's also a lot of high-end fashion. There's a lot of interesting architecture in this neighborhood. Yeah, so looking down Omotesando Boulevard, and there are a lot of contemporary architecture. This building, designed for Louis Vuitton, evokes a stack of luggage, according to the guidebook. And this building is architecturally significant. It was designed for the Dior company. So Anne's online for lunch at Hayaroko Sushi. This is one of those conveyor belt sushi, kaitan sushi. So the plates are color coded, tell the price of what you ate, and having some dessert. So this is the Shibuya area. Alright, so we're in the busy Shibuya neighborhood. Behind the shrine is a forest that has 120,000 trees collected from around Japan. This Meiji Jingu Shrine, it was originally built in 1920, dedicated to the Emperor Meiji, but it was destroyed in World War II and rebuilt in 1958. So the Emperor Meiji was the emperor who moved Japan into the modern era from the feudal isolationist policy. It's a Shinto Buddhist shrine. So we're at the entrance to Takashita Street in Harajuku, and they have this billboard that shows you yourself. Alright. And this is the Takashita Street in Harajuku. It's famous for all the fashionable stores. Sea of Humanity in Harajuku. Alright, this is called the Pearl Lady. We would come up for a milk tea. I feel like I stepped into a land of dolls. A lot of freaky people. Tokyo Plaza in Harajuku. Walking into the mob. It's 11:15, August 1st, Monday. This is the Suwa Shrine, and it dates to 1202. Okay. So we're walking to the Yanaka Ginza, which is like an older section of Tokyo. We tried to find it another day, but we couldn't. Hopefully today we'll be more successful. And this shrine is on the way. Video, actually. So I believe this is the Yanaka Cemetery. I thought it was at the other end. Okay. This is the section called Yanaka Ginza. This is an older section of Tokyo. Okay, so it's actually not that old, it's mid-20th century, but it's older than the contemporary architecture. There's the entrance to the Yanaka Ginza. So it's about, I don't know, 1 o'clock and we're at the Akihabara. This neighborhood is called Electric Town. Camera shops and electronic games. So it's still August 1st and we're in Akihabara. We walked into one of the buildings that has a restaurant on each floor. And we just picked this one. Spicy soup. There's the temperature, 33 centigrade. I think it's like somewhere in the 90s. So we're up on the fifth floor of the Roppongi Hills complex. Beautiful blue sky. In the Roppongi Hills. We're in Rigoletto restaurant up on the 5th floor of Roppongi Hills in Tokyo. It's 4:30 on Monday, July 31st. Having a vegetarian pizza with a couple of drinks. This was the bar. Outside the Roppongi Hills, the attack of the giant spider. People line up to get on the subway, and there's a barricade so you don't fall on the track. So we just had a couple of sirloin steaks in that place for like $45 altogether, with side dishes and beer. Last morning in Tokyo, August 1st. We got a plane tonight at 9 o'clock, but we have to check out at 10. We're gonna head over to the station, the bus station, store our luggage, and then kill a few hours. Alright, so we're in the subway on the way to Tokyo Station. Alright, this is the Tokyo Station. We just put our bags in a locker and we're gonna walk around for a little bit and before we go to the airport. And this is the Marinucci building. Oh no, I think this one's the Marinucci building. So this plaza is surrounded by nice modern architecture. So this is the inside of the Tokyo Station. It was modeled after Central Station in Amsterdam. And that's, the bus should be on that side, Yasu. So while we're waiting to take the bus to the airport by Tokyo Station, we came to this arcade that has a lot of restaurants. It's called Ramen Street, but we saw the sushi and that got our eye. So when they find someplace good, they line up. So they call this Ramen Street because there's a lot of ramen restaurants on this corridor. Leaving Tokyo on the Access Narita bus.